almost looks like we're eating something very catchy.
So we've already started taking some of the stuff out of the cupboards. That's why there's nothing in there right now. I absolutely hate the ceiling. I cannot wait to get the kitchen done. Okay, so we ripped out the entire kitchen today, and this is what it looks like. So the previous owners clearly did a whole mess here. As you can see, they tiled on top of another tile, so that's why it is so thick. It is so thick. But we're gonna take care of all of that. We are not changing how it looks in terms of moving the pipes and the electrical stuff, especially the pipes, because it will just cost too much money and I'm not about that life. But yeah, it's gonna look much prettier and a little bit more modern than what it was. So this is where we are right now. As you can see, I have no idea what they were trying to do here. It was a mess. But one of the things that I absolutely loathed about this kitchen was the tile. This tile just, oh my gosh, just grinded me up in the wrong way. So I cannot wait to get rid of it completely, and I never want to see this tile again.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Mapalo Maku. So I feel like I'm kind of introducing myself like I do on the other channel. Most of you know that I talk about personal finance. I'm a personal finance expert on the other channel, Women in Finance. But this one is a completely different channel altogether. And it is Kena with Mapalo in my language. So to Kena means come in. So for me, this channel is just an extension of who I am. I'm a multifaceted woman. I just don't talk about finance. There are other things that I love and enjoy, and homemaking, home decor, reading, stuff around parenthood. These are the stuff that I absolutely enjoy, and the things that I will share on this channel, and a little bit of cooking as well. All right. So to celebrate this channel, the beginning of this channel, I decided, you know what, I'm going to pop this yummy, delicious champagne from Champagne that my baby daddy got me when our first son turned 7 this year. All right, I had put it in the fridge, so that's why it is also frosty. The only way to drink champagne is when it is completely frosty. Okay, so for today's video, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take you through the kitchen, right? We recently did the kitchen, something that we had been putting off for a while, but eventually we got to it, and I think it looks very nice. I really think it looks very nice. I'm enjoying it so much. It's not a big kitchen, but I think also what I want to do with this channel is make people realize that you can enjoy every stage of your life. You don't have to have the massive house, the big house, for you to enjoy yourself and share the stuff that you enjoy with people. I know a lot of the times people are afraid of showing their lives for whatever reason, but for me, I just want to enjoy myself wherever I am in life. And it kind of reminds me of a time when I invited someone over here, right? And you know, when you're in your 30s, you don't make friends that easily. I'm trying to open this. I've never opened this one. Do you want to help me? Baby daddy is in the background there. I'm gonna ask him to help me open it while I yap away. So I invited someone. I thought, okay, we can definitely be friends. I liked the kind of person I saw she was, and oh, thank you. So she came over, right? And when she did, the first thing she said, she's like, oh, cozy. I was like, hey, bo, surely there are other words you can use, right? Because I really take pride in my home. I've put it together nicely. There are things that I'm forever changing, but even if it's not the biggest house under the block, but it's put together with care and love, and you can see it. Anyone who comes to my home, they always say, you know what, the decor is beautiful, right? So for me, I think it's also just a reflection of saying, you know what, don't let people's perception of where they think you are in life deter you from doing the things that you actually want to do. All right, so I cannot wait to have champagne from Champagne. So I'm just going to take you around the kitchen and the thought behind it, and please do not kill me if I forget to say where I got the stuff. But what I will definitely do in the comment section, I will below I will tell you where I got it. I'm not going to put the price because obviously depending on your own kitchens, for example with the countertop, this price won't be the same, okay? But I'm just going to take you through the drama of putting a kitchen together, a kitchen reno, okay? So let's go. All right, so let's talk about appliances, right? We previously had a single door fridge, and when my baby daddy was saying he wants a double door fridge, I was like, so much wastage, for what good reason? We have a fridge already, right? So as I mentioned, most of you know me from my personal finance website, my personal finance channel, right? And I'm always money conscious. I'm always thinking, do you really need that? You know, always trying to save a buck. So I was just like, yeah, nah. But thankfully we got this from Hirsch's, and it was on sale, a massive sale. It was less, it was on sale by 10,000 Rand. Okay, so I think I'm actually happy with it. Yeah, I'm actually happy with it. He's laughing at me because he knows that I'm always like, should we really go with that? But I'm glad that we actually went with it. I think it fits nicely and it fits everything. Then the microwave we've always had, we haven't changed it at all. We have had it, I think, for the past 4 years. Then the oven itself, it's a Bosch oven. We got it from, was it Hirsch's as well? Yep. Yeah, so it was also Hirsch's. So we got most of our appliances from Hirsch's because they had this massive sale going. Previously, I had wanted Whirlpool appliances throughout, you know, because everything is to match. But when I added the mats, I was like, the mats is not matching. It is not matching, so we'll go with the ones that kind of are still in the same color scheme, but I'm gonna save money. Okay, that's my priority, and I think it still looks beautiful. I know, yes, you want uniformity, but I think we still went along with similar colors and still saved quite a lot of money, because a kitchen is one of the most expensive renovations you'll ever do. You know, actually, after doing the kitchen, I was like, I'm sure the bathroom is nothing. You know, you just feel like, no, I can do that. Yeah, it's small change, all right. So the cupboards themselves, my son is screaming my name, well, mommy, in the background. I'm coming now, okay? Just 2 minutes, I love you. So the cupboards themselves, I love the furnishing. It's matte. I didn't want anything glossy. I don't like glossy stuff at all. At all. They just put me off. So this is matte, and the color is sort of grayish, right? It's a gray. Grayish of white. Grayish of white, right? So it's a light kitchen for sure, and we went with gold handles, and you will see that the handles are different. There's cups, there's knobs, and there's long and shorter handles throughout the kitchen. All right, and there's tons of space. I'm not going to open because it's a mess. There's tons of space. Some we're not even using right now, but I don't believe in just having things just so that you can fill up the space. So we still have, especially at the top, the space is completely free, and I'm not planning on buying anything. And I'm the type of person who believes that if you're not using anything for 6 months, give it away. So even with our cutlery, even with our dishes, except for pots, of course, I use my stuff. Like, I don't have precious things that I say, oh, this is meant for a certain date. I will use things any other time. And I truly believe that you must really enjoy your stuff while you're still here. Because it's not a big kitchen, right? I always knew that I wanted some sort of open shelving. But of course, because we wanted to have enough cupboard space, we wouldn't have open shelving everywhere. So we did sort of opt to have this slab over here, and I think it worked out very well. So it's sort of like a decorative moment that you can have, because it's a very neutral colored kitchen. I thought that, you know, just having some books, cookbooks with different colors just adds a bit of a pop of color, right? Just like with the flowers and with the books here. Bought this frame at some antique store, and I was meant to change the image itself. I will get to that eventually. I saw some vintage lemon pictures that I can download, so I'm still gonna get to that. But I think even just in terms of decorating the countertops, if you saw my post on IG, I absolutely loathe appliances on top of countertops. It's just a pet peeve of mine. For me, it just screams clutter. So I hide away my appliances if I'm not using them. Obviously, the only thing will be the kettle. That's my son, just wilding out. But I'm a mom, so I will not stop. So instead of putting the kettle and the toaster here, I prefer just put them away and use them or put them on when you use them only. All right, it's a pet peeve of mine. So I'm still looking for more decorative stuff on top of the countertops. Of course, dishwasher, because I hate doing dishes with all of my heart. Absolute loathe it. I do not want to ever do dishes. If I didn't have to do dishes at all, I wouldn't. So yes, dishwasher, washing machine. Then it's wild. It's the wild west in this house. Okay, 2 boys, a dog. It's a mess. Okay, but we'll keep on going. So we got the sink from Italtile. I think we had gone to look for a backsplash, and it was on sale. It is a smack sink. So, and also I love the fact that it's an, what do you call it, under recessed. Yeah, it's a recessed look, so you don't see the sink, you just see the countertop, and it's right there in there. I think it's a cute look. Okay, then the tab, I actually have a funny story about the tab. So we went to Krammerville. I can't remember what we were looking for, and we went to this place where they have tabs. Oh, we're looking for handles, cupboard handles. And when we got there at this place, what is it called? Hansgrohe. The tab that I wanted, because I wanted a chrome looking tab. The tab was 12K. And I was like, there's no way I'm paying 12,000 Rand for a tab. Water just comes out of it. That's it. So we got this one from Leroy Merlin. Okay, I thought it's a very nice tab, and I love that feature where the water sprinkles out. My English is escaping me. But I love that feature because when you're washing your vegetables and fruits, so I think it just goes well with the kitchen as well. So we had this blinds before, right? And we did not take into consideration or calculation that because we're going to put a tile here, it's going to be thicker. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see all the way from there. Not really. Yeah, or not really, right? Good thing. That it doesn't quite fit anymore. So something, you know, that comes up and pops up when you are doing renovations and you did not take into consideration. But I love the fact that the countertop goes all the way through as well. All right, so the other thing is the stove, right? And because of load shedding, we live in South Africa, so we decided to go for a gas stove instead. So I absolutely love it. We never get affected by load shedding now in terms of cooking. So it's a gas stove. Then we got the hood. I wanted a different type of hood, like a square one, but it was gonna cost so much money, and I was like, no. And also, I think maybe something I should mention, right? When I thought about appliances and fixtures, because this is not our forever home, I didn't want to spend tons of money. I think if you know that a home is your forever home, that's where you're going to stay for the next 10, 20 years, forever and ever, amen. I think definitely it's worthwhile to spend on the best appliances, on the best fixtures. And this time around, I didn't do that, but I still think that it turned out extremely good looking nonetheless. The hood we got from Hirsch's as well, and the stove as well, right? Yeah, I just put a pot here because I mean that's what you do when you're showcasing your your kitchen. And because I hate like toasters and kettles and whatever on top of the countertop, here I just have my paper towel, because what is a kitchen without a paper towel, guys? Like this thing, if you don't have it in your kitchen, do you really have a kitchen? Okay. And then some boards here, and I'll add like maybe a different type of color, and eventually I will find other stuff to put here, you know, not too busy because I hate clutter with all of my heart, but that's what we're working with right now. Like I said, if you really could feel the texture of this, it feels so delicious, it feels so yummy, it feels really amazing. I love this cupboards. And we got the cupboards from where? Somewhere in, was it Campton Park or Edenvale? Somewhere. Yeah, but like I said, remember, I am going to put it all in the description box, where we got the handles, where we got everything. So the handles we got in Krammerville from a shop called, oh, it's Roco. Yes, from Roco. I thought they were going to be expensive, but they weren't, hey? I was expecting yay. But yeah, so we got this from Roco in Krammerville, but again, I'm just going to leave everything in the description. All right, so I think next and the last thing, I'm just going to show you the handles, and we're going to talk about the countertop. But even before we get there, the person who did our kitchen, so the cupboards, obviously someone else came in to install the stove, someone else came in for the plumbing, whatever it is, but the person who actually did the cupboards and put them in, his name is Dimakatso. He is brilliant at what he does, and he takes his time, and you know, you'll see him looking back and be like, I'm not happy with that, and he's the most patient person, because there were so many things I'd be like, no, I don't understand, what is this? And he's very reliable. He would, if he said he's gonna come the following day at 8 o'clock, he will arrive at 8 o'clock. So kudos to him. He's not on social media, please, he is not, but as you can see, his work is impeccable, and he is so thorough and just takes his time when it comes to his work, and he does such a meticulous job. We actually saw how we got to know about him is that one of Offense's friends had done his kitchen also, and it was meticulous. So I am absolutely happy about his work. He even did our wall paneling, which you will see eventually. Not today, eventually. Yeah, so that is the kitchen. I don't think I've left anything else. I think now we're just going to talk about the countertop and the handles. The countertop. So there was a week when nothing happened. Almost 2 weeks when zero happened in this kitchen. The cupboards were installed already, but the countertop was just a bit of a nightmare, and I'll tell you why. So when we first got the coat, it was a coat for way less than the right amount. I think the guy didn't measure right, or long stories and stories. Eventually, when we got the right coat, it was more than double the amount we thought we were going to pay for the countertop. And for me, it was something that I was not willing to compromise on, because it's such a big part of the kitchen, right? You see it every day, you're here, and if it was ugly or I didn't feel like I loved it, then for me, then the kitchen was not worth it. So for a week, I just said, you know what, we need to take a breather, because that amount of money, we have it, but we just need a week to breathe, right? And so nothing happened for an entire week, almost 2 weeks. But eventually the guys from, which place is this now? My other baby's here. Stone Library. That's they are the ones in Campton Park, yeah? Where are they? Where are they? In Denville. In Randburg. Woo, guys. I'll leave all the proper details, okay? Because we went to too many places also, okay? Stone Library, and they're in Randburg. And the stone I am so happy with. So it was, we asked for quotes from Caesar Stone, I think it was. I love you. From Caesar Stone, Quartz, marble. I wasn't gonna put marble. Yeah, marble classic, but I wasn't definitely gonna put marble in a home that's not my forever home, because I know marble is quite pricey. I love marble. I want marble coffee table, a story for another day, but I knew I still wanted something that looked exquisite, and I absolutely love it. Funny thing, so when we saw the price, as you will see, the countertop, it has a waterfall, so it goes all the way down. When we saw the price, I was like, hi, who needs that, you know? Who needs a waterfall? We can just leave it like that. It wasn't waterfall to begin with. And of course, baby daddy was like, come on. So eventually we listened. I'm so glad we listened, or I listened rather. Now it's a waterfall, and I think it looks exquisite. So I'm gonna show you the handles and show you the entire countertop now. What do you want? Okay. So as I mentioned earlier, we use different handles so that we can add some visual interest. As you will see here, we used knobs, we used cups on different cupboards as well. And one thing I can say also about the cupboards, when you close them, they are, what do you call it? Soft close, that's what they call it. So it doesn't bang, it just sort of slides in nicely. All right, then so it's cups, it's knobs, then of course the normal handles. So we have shorter ones, then for the longer cupboards we have longer handles as well. So yeah, that is the kitchen, and you will see in the cutaway this slab that I'm completely obsessed about. Thank you so much for watching. All of my kids want to be here. I will be sharing also cooking for them and everything about motherhood. And I love being a mommy. I love being your mommy. And I love being your mommy. All right, I will see you soon, and thank you for watching. Please do remember to subscribe, okay? Subscribe and like and share. Cheers for now. And a dog.